Okay. So here's the thing. Last stream, I was a bit ambivalent about the whole Thieves Guild thing. I'm not gonna lie. But you know what? Let's at least take a look at this thing and see what's going on. Plus, I did find out that that person that had the arrow, yeah, I was totally supposed to talk to him, but apparently there's also someone else in the Thieves Guild that I can talk to as well. Let's press the button and I'm still gonna be so happy about that secret passage anytime I get to use it, not gonna lie. Come on. It's so awesome. Yes, I know it probably closes on its own, but hey. Hey there, Wabbit, how you doing? Good to see you could join us. Thinking about the Thieves Guild, let's just say at least that little crystal quest that you've got me on anyway. I've got to find out about stuff regardless. So I think I might as well take a look at what the Thieves Guild kind of does, stuff like that, and, you know, it'll give us some fascinating stuff to go with, so. Plus, hey, we'll have one more guild to. You kill people anyway. I try to avoid it. I try. Plus, from what I hear, the Thieves Guild kind of doesn't like you killing people anyway, so. What was the way through here again? I've totally forgotten. Not even technically a complete week, and I've already forgotten. Here we are.
All eyes are on you, lad. Don't disappoint us.
So, you're Brynjolf's new protege, eh? Don't look like much to me.
Brynjolf, eh? Let me guess. He just plucked you off the street and dropped you into the thick of things without telling you which way is up. Am I right?
Yeah, the Dark Brotherhood is different. Yeah, so I've heard.
Brynjolf, eh? Let me guess. He just plucked you off the street and dropped you into the thick of things without telling you which way is up. Am I right?
Suppose I could use some advice.
See, that kind of attitude comes from someone who wants to get rich and stay alive long enough to enjoy it. We're gonna get along nicely. So, if you've got the nerve, I've got plenty of extra jobs to help get the guild back on its feet.
Oh, good. Glad you got your Skyrim working back. So you're on your own personal journey once again. Back on its feet?
Look around you. The flagon, the guild, it's all falling apart. A few decades ago, this place was as busy as the Imperial City. Now, you'll be lucky if you don't trip over a speeder instead.
What happened?
Look, I know the others think I'm a bit daft for saying stuff like this, but I'm gonna give it you straight. Something out there is piss-drunk mad at us. I don't know who or what it is, but it's beyond just you and me. We've been cursed.
A curse? What can we do about it?
I'll tell you what we do. We spit in that curse's face and turn things around down here. Put things back the way they were. That's where you come in. I've got plenty of work available that could guide us down the road to recovery. All you need to do is ask, and we can both come out of this smelling like a rose.
How will doing extra jobs help the guild?
Years ago, the guild used to have a foothold in every major city in Skyrim. You wouldn't dare even lift an apple without checking with us. When things started going downhill around here, it became difficult to keep it all together. We lost fences, influential contacts, and coin. It wasn't wasn't long before we lost what we depend on to survive. Respect. By doing these extra jobs and putting some fear into the people, we can take back the cities and start being taken seriously once again.
Take a city back. What's that mean?
Thanks to Maven Blackbriar, we still have some pull in Riften. But get arrested in Whiterun, and you'll be tossed right into the prisons. If we gain the confidence of someone very influential who lives there by doing a unique job for them, we'll be able to have some leverage there too. The only way we get that special job is by doing smaller ones in those cities until we catch their ear. Then, they'll contact me, and we're off.
Okay. Does the guild provide other services?
If you're looking to get some coin for the fruits of your labor, you should talk to Tanelia. She sounds tough, but she'll cut you a fair deal. I also suggest you spend some time in the training room. Just talk to Mipper. He'll show you around. Find me if you're ever looking for some extra coin.
Okay.
So you're the new recruit, huh? Well, looks like you and I are gonna have to get very well acquainted.
Why is that?
I'm the fence down here. You come by anything you don't exactly own, and I'll pay you some coin for it. Minus a little slice for the guild, of course. I can also provide a few supplies useful to our trade now and again, for a small fee.
Is there anything you don't charge for?
Sure. How about I get Dirge to knock you over your head and dump you into the cistern? Look, I've been in this business a long time, and I've seen all types. You can play it tough, or you can play it smart. Whatever. At the end of the day, you'll find that all we care about down here is how much gold you can make us.
Well, she's pleasant. Understood.
Good. Then there isn't much more to say. Here's your armor. Just make sure you put it to good use.
Yeah. Because right now I can't sneak around in what I'm wearing. That wouldn't work too well. Does the guild provide other services?
Well, you could always speak to Delvin or Vex if you're looking for extra work. Or if you're looking for training, we've got plenty of it down here. Delvin, Vex, Neerwin, and Vipper can give you a leg up on that.
What have you got for sale?
Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. Now, if you'll
She
excuse
doesn't have a
me.
lot of money, so I'm gonna have to go on the surface to sell those things. Plus, they aren't stolen. I mean,
The cozy little family. I'm one of the
I
lookouts for the
killed
guild.
a
I watched
undead
Delvin's back.
thing for them, but that's not technically stolen. So you just need to sneak more every chance you can to level it up. Yeah, true. I do need to, even if it means looking stupid. Totally, right? Yeah, totally. I get that.
Before we begin, I want to make two things perfectly clear. One, I'm the best infiltrator this rat hole of a guild's got. So if you think you're here to replace me, you're dead wrong. And two, you follow my lead and do exactly as I say. No questions, no excuses. Before we begin, I want to make two. One, and two, then we understand each other. Good. Now, it's time to get your feet wet. And I don't want to waste a lot of time talking about anything but business.
What sort of business?
I'm not gonna sugarcoat it for you. We're in a bad way down here.
Any idea why?
Who knows? Old Delvin thinks it's some kind of curse. I think he's crazy. If you want my opinion, I'd say it's just plain old bad luck.
So what can we do?
You can get out there and start making a name for us again. Make them start fearing us like they did long ago. And while you're at it, make a little bit of coin on the side. Not a bad deal, eh?
Okay. So now I've learned the stuff.
These jobs aren't gonna finish themselves.
They aren't.
So, you're
I'm not going to do any of the extra jobs first because I've got that one that he's already given me. Let's see if we can't do that one first, shall we? Which again, once we get to the surface, I need to sell some stuff off, lower my weight, stuff like that.
Hey, let's talk a second. You're making waves around here. I like that. If you ever want to talk about anything, you let me know.
Know anything about Golden Glow Estate?
I wouldn't bother smacking at those hives with a weapon. Set them on fire, and they'll go up like kindling.
Okay, I can do that.
Come back and see me if you ever need pickpocket training.
Hey, hey! I want to talk to you. Now.
If you need marksman
You're pretty
training,
tough. I respect that. Bringing in a lot of coin for the guild. Making us look good, too. Let me know if you need anything.
So you were a part of a bandit clan?
I joined up with them maybe 10 years ago. Small clan, maybe 20 men. We'd raid villages, rob caravans. But it was always about the killing for them.
But not for you.
Don't get me wrong. The first few years with that clan were some of the best years of my life. All the food I could eat, all the wine I could drink,
Okay.
and all the women I could bed.
It's been fine so far, so I don't know what's changed. Okay, tell me if that's any better for you or not.
We raided a caravan one spring. I think it was a few wagons with some farmers moving to a new village. They didn't put up much of a fight. All that was left were the women and the children. Then the leader of our clan, Garthek, he ordered us to kill the rest.
There's a plug-in for this that I've been meaning to get that actually fades down the audio when I talk and then fades it back up when I don't, but I haven't got it yet because it's not free, so that might be something for this weekend, actually. You never had to do that before?
No, we usually let them go. I refused to do it, and Garthek ordered the clan to kill me
I didn't
as
turn
well.
up my own audio. I just turned up
Luckily, I
the...
had made some friends with the clan who
cards
immediately
audio.
sided with me. We tore each other to pieces. After it was over, those of us that remained simply went our separate ways.
And Garthik?
I left his head on a pike at the wreckage of the
I mean, to be
caravan.
fair, this
Never
got
knew
closer
what
to my
became of the
mouth
rest of
without
the
me
clan
intending
that
to, so
survived.
that might have
I
been your
suppose
own
they moved on,
problem
just like
with
I
that,
did.
but if I move myself back where I'm supposed to be, then yeah, that makes a difference.
Go and pick some fights.
It's all quiet down here. Let's go to the surface, see if we can't get you some noise. Yeah, see? Gotta love the whole audio thing. It's those tiny things no one ever thinks about. Gives you a definite advantage when you were in audio podcasting first before you even fiddled with all this video stuff. Weird thing is I could probably fiddle with the actual software that came with the capture card and set up a scene inside of it to where I could do all that, but I wouldn't be able to do things like Twitch notifications, I don't think, and stuff like that. That's why I'm using OBS. I always hate when it gives us these long loads, right? Where it doesn't even pop up, so. That's what patience is. Oh, that's right. Yeah, Jury is coming to Portland, so that means he'll be in your neck of the woods. I hadn't even thought about that. I listened to both of his shows at work today, but I didn't even think about you being in Portland, that area, so yeah, totally. I'm never gonna get bored with that. Anyway.
How can the humble servant of Talos help you today?
Oh, it's a Talos thing. Okay, gotcha. There's a 27-mile backup. Good Lord. I can't even imagine it. The only frame of reference I have to that is where I go to Dragon Con every other year. Which, by the way, this year I wish I was going. The guests that are showing up for that. Anyway, but that's a side tangent I won't get into. But the only frame of reference I would have for something like that is Atlanta traffic. Is re-frickin-diculous, okay? So that's the only frame of reference I would have to traffic that bad. That's the only thing close to something like a backup like that I've ever been in. Where everything is in this flippin' town. Local map. Go up. Looks like. Yeah. B and Barb, but so the B and Barb is here with the meadery and the prawn. Yep. So now, no. Okay, so it's 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, it's mostly made for bicycle traffic. That would explain a lot. Shoot. No wonder you're having problems down there. We're going to be able to get a bit of the eclipse around here. I don't think it's going to be the full-blown one around here. Unfortunately, I'm going to be working while that's going on, so it's not that... It's not something I'm going to be able to deal with at all, but still... I don't know, I might have the audacity to ask my boss if I could step outside for 2 minutes.
Come on in, take a look around.
I might not, it just depends.
Welcome to the... Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
They told you not to come into work Monday and you won't have a total eclipse, man. Yeah. It's just one of those, right?
Aye.
Okay. It's 295 of 325. Okay, yeah, that's probably good enough. Weight distribution is something I've been having a problem if you haven't noticed. True, I could actually. It's just in the end, it's me hoarding. Rather, her head just smacked into that, didn't it? That was lovely. Thing is, it's me hoarding. It's not anything I'm actually going to use. It's just me hoarding stuff because I go, oh, I got it in this fancy dungeon, so I'm going to keep it. There's no reason for me to keep it. Okay. Bring the unusual gem to Vex and the Thieves Guild. Totally forgot to do that, see? We'll get there. We'll have to go back down there anyway, so... Oh, okay. So 2 places. We've got to go in there during the night. Burn 3 beehives here. Clear out Erangos. Safe. And what else do we have to do involving that? Okay. Don't know why they want me to go in there, but... Actually, we got anything else selected? No. I know. It's so easy to hoard in a game like this, right? That's what makes it friggin' difficult. It's just like, It's because I know that I'm eventually going to over-encumber myself again in the middle of a dungeon, and then we're back to square one of crawling all over the place. Plus, I'll admit, I am sort of thinking about entertainment levels along with that, and checking every single blasted tiny thing might not be the most entertaining thing for everybody. Right? So, I'm just trying to think that way. Yeah, I usually pick up the jewels and the gold, but otherwise. Oh, Well, that came out of freaking nowhere, didn't it? Come on, big boy. What did I just... Oh, I still had time freeze equipped. Dang it. Oh, really? Fine. Let's chase him. There we go. That's a brave boy. There's some people, Wabbit, that would love someone being tedious and checking all this stuff. So...
Legends. Dragon Ball.
Yep. That'd be me. It's annoying that those things are so heavy, right? Just go nuts with that crap. Then again, these things stay. Yep, it's really dead. And unfortunately, because it's so dang heavy, it will stay here for the rest of eternity. You guys are welcome. Have a good day. Also, items, apparel, dwarven gauntlets, boots, armor, helmet, armor, boots, gloves, and hood. Prices are 10%. Lockpicking is pickpocket success and carrying capacity. Look at that carrying capacity, huh? Well, it will disappear in 30 days. Okay, yeah. Good. I'm kind of glad. Because I'll admit, the idea that that one dragon has been sitting up there at the College of Winterhold has been kind of bugging me, not gonna lie. Oh, look, all the guards are just standing there looking at the dead dragon now. It's like, what do we do with this, boys? I don't know. He killed it. I don't know. Did he loot it already? Yeah, he looted it. We're just got a dragon corpse sitting here now. Okay, what was the name of the farm again? Golden Glow Estate, right. And yes, I'm not going to do it in broad daylight. I just figured I'd make my way there and then proceed to do the stuff after I wait for it to become dark. I don't know. Just going towards a thieving mission while holding a holy sword just feels so wrong on so many levels. But still, karate chopping a wolf never feels wrong. Science is being a bit wonky on me again. Oh, that is totally telling me to swim over there, isn't it? Yeah, because that's where the estate is. It's on that island. I'll be danged. That's cute. That's really cute. Okay. There's a part of me that feels like taking Lydia on a thieving mission might not, oh, I don't know, be the best idea. Did they regenerate up there? I killed all those jerks already. Is this a thing? Can I use the boat? Apparently cannot use the boat. It's just cute decoration. Okay, fine. Fine. Come on, keep it coming. Oh, positively not. I'm not going through all of that again. There's another doorway over here somewhere, I think. If I remember properly, yeah. And they've relocked the door. So yeah, they have totally... I think you had told me something, Wabbit, about this. Like they do this with these little areas and stuff like that.
Skyrim belongs to the North!
Wasted the charge of my sword on those idiots. Oh well. I've got soul gems. Actually, I should have captured his soul while I was at it. That would have made a nice make-up for everything they did. Yeah, I need to capture some more souls. Yeah, there's no way to get over there unless you swim. And again, it feels like I really shouldn't be taking her with me for this. It's like just one of those things. Tell you what. I'm not talking about she'll be fine. Well, until she dies. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's... Seriously, how does anyone get on and off this place? Okay, there are guards. Noted. Noted that there are guards. So even the coming on the island needs to be done in the pitch. Don't you do it, Lydia. Don't you effing do it. Yeah. I should be. Uh, 22. So it's 12 right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Two more, I think. There we go. This is sufficiently dark. By the way, side note, do you remember what happened?
Time to end this little game.
Oh, shite. Oh, well.
You're
It's a
a dead
mercenary.
man.
You prepared to die.
Seems stupid to just go through the front door, right? Meanwhile, what I was going to say is you do remember how successfully I snuck through the Thalmor embassy, right? Just saying. Not good at this. Oh, God. Of course. Of course, it requires an expert lock picking. Yeah. I got a whole bunch of lock picks, thankfully. Okay. Getting close, though. No. Mm-hmm. I know about the beehives. Just I'm concerned with the stealthy bit first. Because I could easily get away from this and then burn the beehives afterwards, right? Of course, the same could be argued the other way around, but... Optional, obtain the key to Arangoth's stay safe. Okay. Careful. I really wish when it gave me optional things like this, it would tell me which thing was the freaking optional thing. Okay, on the second floor. I'm gonna try to get the key. I totally could have just went through the front door. Oh well. It gave me some experience anyway. I'm totally walking around in circles too, aren't I? What's the safe? Shite.
That the best you can do? You win, I submit.
Or Lydia could be brutal. It's totally a thing too. Quit coughing. Also, stealth missions make me stressed out. Coin purse where? Oh, there. Okay, fine. For your amusement. Coin purse. That's the other thing about me and goals. Once a game gives me a goal, I am sort of focused on just that thing. Oh, great. There's that guard. We are sneaking right past. Hopefully. Phrase which here means one would owe. Okay, yeah, so it's through this way. Lydia's also making me paranoid every single time she coughs.
Sure, I heard shoot.
Oh, shoot.
There's it! Time to end this. Best you can do.
He's not moving. Oh. Okay. Noted that I have to go through that door anyway. Means I would have had to have dealt with those mercenaries anyway. Okay, gotcha. Oh, really? On a novice lockpick, that kind of makes you... This is detective, but he's not... Lydia's about to screw this up all to Kingdom Come. Yep, there he went. Should have just tried to pick the freaking thing. Should have just tried to pick the freaking thing. Okay, fine. So Lydia has made this so much worse now. Because he's friggin' dead. And they are not going to be happy about his death. I mean, I had an invisibility potion on me, but I suspect with Lydia standing right there, that probably wouldn't have been a tactic that would have worked.
I'm going to find whoever did this. When I do...
What was that? What was that?
Lydia, really? Okay.
You call yourself a Nord?
Oh, that's opening the Skyrim. Where the frig is this safe? Huh. Okay. Yeah, I figured it was downstairs. I just couldn't figure out how to get downstairs. It's like, where the heck's downstairs? Come on, get through, Lydia. Or they could open the door.
Enough! It's nothing.
Yeah, Lydia is not stealthy. Here's one of my rules. Unless there's very specific problems that arise from something, I am not going to restart a level on you guys. Which means all of this mess that just happened, it's staying. Oh, while I'm at it, why not? Petty Soul Gem. It's empty right now. But It's like you're pointing right there, but I'm not sure where there is. Probably through these doors. I probably didn't take a correct turn somewhere. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I'm gonna just go ahead and do this.
You win. I suppose. What are you doing?
What are you doing? You're standing in the fire.
What are you doing?
Don't ask me what I'm doing. What are you doing? There's a safe. This document acknowledges the sale of Golden Gold Estate and all property, assets, and materials contained within. Payment of the property has been made in full as an agent on behalf of the buyer. All dealings within the Thieves Guild of Riften is to cease immediately to deter any possible retribution for this act. You are to take immediate steps to protect our assets in any way you see fit. I think you'll find that the Thieves Guild is far more bark than bite and will likely avoid Golden Gold Estate rather than their already dwindling numbers. Good luck, and may this be the part of a long and lucrative partnership. Oh dear. And I made this a deadly assumption on his behalf. I am probably going to have to teleport back up there or fast travel up there and burn the... There's another way out. Yeah, I figured. I have a feeling I know where that leads, so I'm gonna pop back up, pop back over, and bleh. Yeah, I did level up. I just haven't taken the time to... Yeah. I mean, that mission gave me some things, like I leveled up a couple of times in sneak, stuff like that, but... Oh, there's the sewer door. Okay, gotcha. I could have snuck in that way, too, and the... Oh, good lord. I could have snuck in there. That would have been right there. Ugh. Hindsight being 20/20, right? Okay, anyway, let's finish this. Let's finish this unmitigated disaster. Yeah, thanks, Wabbit. Thanks a lot, man. I love you, Wabbit. You know I do. Wonder if it's gonna let me with the... Yeah, there's enemies nearby.
This ends now.
Certainly does.
No one can save you now!
You just saw me shout fire out of my mouth, and you're seriously gonna say no one can save you now. Silly, silly, silly. I thought he was up here. Yeah, well, good a time as ever. Let's see, yeah, so now we go... What was our pattern? Health Magicka stamp, I think is what I normally go with. I've got a couple... Take two. I've got a couple of points to spend in things, but I'm not quite sure what I want to spend them in yet, to be honest. That was horrible. That was... Oh, man. So much bad. So much bad. It can't all be roses, though. Plus, I have the sneakingest suspicion that was one of those missions where it wasn't supposed to be fine and dandy, if you catch my drift. But we'll see. I'm sure there are people who, if they train this way, their entire gameplay up to that point can probably get through that mission like that. Unfortunately, stealth was not one of my things. I did the lock picking because obviously every adventurer, you know, needs to be able to pick some locks, but... Come on, Lydia, rest the way. Don't want to take something off. You wouldn't be saying, Wabbit, that you happen to play Skyrim a bit more shadier than I do, would you?
Word on the street is Golden Glow's been hit. Good job, lad.
Yeah. Yes, and here's what was in the safe.
Let me take a look at what you found. Arengot sold Golden Glow? What's that idiot thinking? He has no idea the extent of Maven's fury when she's been cut out of a deal. But I'm certain he'll find out. If only the parchment had the buyer's name instead of this odd symbol. Any idea what that might be?
No idea.
Blast. Well, I'll check my sources and speak to Mercer. But for now, you're off to speak to Maven Blackbriar. She asked for you by name.
Wait, so the Thieves Guild has someone named Vex and Mercer inside of it? Okay, I've still got to figure out Critical Role timelines because I'm serious. If this starts becoming a bit more of a coincidence, this is just gonna... I'm gonna have blood start to shoot from my nose. But anyway. Good. It's about time I met her.
Don't sound so eager. It's not a social visit. It's business.
What does Maven want from me?
That's between you and Maven, and I prefer to keep it that way. Don't worry about it. Maven's business dealings usually involve quite a bit of gold for her people.
Speaking of which...
Of course, your pay. You're smart as a whiplot. Keep doing right by us, and there's plenty more where that came from. Until next time.
Okay, so apparently I didn't get punished for the whole him being dead thing. Whew.
Maven wants to see you right away. I suggest you head right.
Yeah, probably. You're right. I was afraid him being dead, there was some branch off that was gonna screw me up. But no, okay, fine. I just, you know, wish I could have pulled it off without that. Come on, Lydia. Let's not expose an organization, shall we? Even though that organization's, you know, secret passage closes itself, so. I'm not planning on a break because I already ate, but I might, just depends. I might need a bio break or something. I'm pretty much doing the same setup and everything that I've been doing before, just time shifting it, you know. Oh, okay. That's where she is. Very well. We'll go there then. Okay. Just telling you it's going to be the usual 3 hours, so... Like I said, exact same setup, just, yeah, you know. Which for you, you know, it's not going to be midnight, so, to be fair. For me, if I didn't eat something before I did this, I'd be waiting till midnight to eat anything, and that... not so good.
Yeah? What's your problem?
None other than the awesome name now.
Yeah? What's your problem?
Okay, here we are. Oh, of course.
So you're the one. You don't look so impressive.
Okay, yeah, by all means.
So you're the one. You don't look so impressive.
I'm sorry you're disappointed.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. Once again, Brynjolf sends me someone with no backbone, no determination.
You have no faith in the guild?
Faith? I don't have faith in anyone. All I care about is cause and effect. Did the job get done, and was it done correctly? There's no gray area.
You won't have that problem with me.
I hope not. This is an important job. I have a competitor called Hunningbrew Meadery that I want to put out of business. I also want to know how they managed to get the place up and running so quickly.
Where do I begin?
Head to the Bannered Mare in Whiterun and look for Malus Macius. He'll fill you in on all the details.
How'd you become allied with the Thieves Guild?
The Blackbriar family has always been allied with the Guild. Our connections with the Empire and within Skyrim make for a perfect fit. I dare say the Guild owes its survival as much to my family as it does to its own people.
Who runs the show at Hunningbrew Meadery?
Some layabout named Sabjorn. Been a thorn in my side for the last few years now.
Sabon seems more than just friendly competition.
Not a day goes by that I don't regret letting Sabjorn get as far as he did. In only a few short years, he's taken that bile he calls mead to market, and a chunk of my profits with it. I can't imagine where he found the gold to take it to market so quickly.
So get rid of him and he's no longer a threat.
Exactly. With Sabjorn in prison, his meadery will be forced to close. Then I swoop in and take over the place. No more competition.
Why strike now?
The Golden Glow estate job has undoubtedly interrupted the supply of honey I need to make my mead. Sabjorn could use this interruption to his advantage and collect a larger share of the market. I can't have that.
Your name carries weight in Riften.
Of course. Nothing gets done without my approval in this city. I have the Jarl's ear and the guards in my pocket. Anyone makes trouble for me and I pay a visit to the Thieves' Guild. Make me angry and I contact the Dark Brotherhood. You do well to remember that the next time you make such a stupid observation. One more time, in case I wasn't clear. You butcher this job and you will be sorry.
Well, I've already got the Dark Brotherhood trying to kill me. I don't see how it could be any worse. That loaded a bit quicker than I expected.
This butcher isn't like it from what I've heard.
Oh, that just...
Ain't no doubt about it. The Thieves' Guild is back, and they've got Riften in their grip.
Other than her threatening me that she's got a grip on the Dark Brotherhood should I screw up her mission, no, you didn't miss much. I'm gonna get a couple of the extra ones as well and, you know, have myself a nice backlog. Like I need any more of one. Plus, I do need to run that strange crystal by Vex. Still so weird saying Vex, but anyway. That's a group of people that'll make a man paranoid if they're all coming at you at the same time. Like, what is it, what?
Got lots of jobs available. Interested?
So, feeling loose? How about you run a job for me?
Is this unusual gem worth anything?
Been a while since I've seen one of those. What you've got there is a stone of Baron Zaya.
Is it worth anything?
Not like that, it isn't. The stone was pried off of Baron Zaya's ceremonial crown by a thief in order to cover his tracks.
How many of these are there?
I think there were 24 in all. Most people keep them as a curiosity. Some of the guild members have tried to locate them over the years, but they haven't been successful. Well, until now.
Thank you. You sure you won't buy it?
Look, I only buy things I can turn around quickly for a profit. And no one wants these stones unless they have the whole set. Tell you what, if you find the rest of them, talk to me again. Otherwise, keep it. Maybe it'll bring you luck.
So we got 2 so far of 24. I heard you're offering extra work.
I handle the burglary, shell, sweep, and heist jobs. Most of them involve breaking and entering. If you don't like that kind of work, talk to Delvin. He runs the more up-close and personal jobs.
Wish I knew what sweep meant. Tell me about the burglary jobs.
Pretty simple. Break into a house, grab a specific item, and get out before they realize what's going on. The catch is you can't kill anyone who lives there, or you forfeit the payment. You ready for some good old-fashioned burglary? Look, I don't like wasting my time. Come back when you decide to get serious. Need a few Got plenty. Take your pick.
Tell me about the shill jobs.
When a client needs us to eliminate another, we don't operate like the Dark Brotherhood. We find alternate means to get them out of the way. We send you to plant some phony evidence in the Mark's house and then tip off the town guard. The rest takes care of itself. Sound like you can handle it? Not interested? Fine. Then let me offer to someone
Would
with
you
a little
quit
more backbone.
insulting me? I'm just finding out what
I
all
have
the
work
stuff
with you.
is.
Got more than you can handle.
Tell me about sweep jobs.
One of the quickest ways to make some coin in Skyrim is to clear out some of the wealthier homes of their valuables. If you're interested, I could point out a good place that could use a little house cleaning. What do you say? Not interested? Fine. Then let me offer to someone with a little more backbone. Ready for some work, or you just got... I bet you are. Which one do you want?
And then tell me about the heist jobs.
Every now and again, we like to remind the shopkeepers that we're in charge. If that means breaking into their strong boxes and stealing something valuable from them, then so be it. Feel like doing a bit of shopping?
Okay.
The guild way?
Interesting.
Hey, where do you think you're going? We have work to do. I have work if you've got the back. I bet you are. Which one do you want?
Any burglary jobs?
Good. Got a buyer in a rush for this item. If you hurry, we can turn it around and make a quick profit. Can you get it?
I'm in.
Here you go. Hope you don't muck it up. Out with it. Time is money.
Oh, okay. You only do one job.
If you get
You only do
arrested,
one
it's
job
on
at a
your
time. Gotcha. I totally went through the wrong door.
Looking for work.
I love how that door was technically there the entire time and it was just shadows that were hiding it from you. Okay. So, journal. Back do I run? We will eventually get back to the main quest, by the way. I've just gotten distracted lately.
Of course you don't.
Oh.
Can't a man drink in peace?
Maven said you're expecting me.
I'm gonna keep this short because we've got a lot to do. Haunting Brew's owner, Sabjorn, is about to hold a tasting for Whiterun's captain of the guard. And we're going to
Of course
poison
we
the
are.
mead.
You have the poison?
No, that's the beauty of the whole plan. We're going to get Sabjorn to give it to us. The meadery has quite a pest problem and the whole city knows about it. Pest poison and mead don't mix well. You know what I mean?
How do I fit in?
You're going to happen by and lend poor old Sabjorn a helping hand. He's going to give you the poison to use on the pests, but you're also going to dump it into the brewing vat.
Clever.
Maven and I spent weeks planning this. All we need is someone like you to get in there and get it done. Now get going before Sabjorn grows a brain, and hires someone else to do the dirty work.
How do I get to the brewing vats?
Both of the buildings are connected by tunnels made by the pests infesting the meadery. There's an entrance to it in the basement storeroom of the warehouse that used to be boarded over. I've already removed the boards so the meadery would get infested. That's where you should start.
What about just going in through the brewery?
Sabjorn keeps that locked up tight. If you can get through that way, go right ahead.
Why are you doing all this?
I made the mistake of borrowing coin from Sabjorn. He's allowing me to pay it back, but he's working my fingers to the bone. He treats me like a slave. I have to do every nasty, dirty job in the meadery.
There's more to this than a debt, isn't there?
If this plan works, not only is my debt gone, but I'll be set up for life. Maven and I worked out a little deal. If Sabjorn ends up in jail, she's gonna take over his meadery. And guess who gets to run the Blackbriar meadery in Whiterun? You're looking at him.
Why bother poisoning the nest for Sabjorn?
Once Sabjorn is out of the way, Maven has plans for the place. One way or another, we don't want the pests coming back. Consider it just more of the dirty work. I did my part getting them in there, now you need to clear them out. Remember, Sabjorn will be needing a helping hand. Make it look good.
Okay.
If you need a center, come to me in Skyrim. You're in the right place.
Oh God. Let's not do that, shall we? meteor gets sold off with a mysterious symbol, and now a second one pops up. With apparently no possibility for it to have been invested in other than some mysterious investor. Just feels bizarre. Like there's this extra something.
What are you gawking at? Can't you see I have problems here?
Is something wrong?
Are you kidding me? Look at this place. I'm supposed to be holding a tasting of the new Hunting Brew Reserve for the Captain of the Guard. If he sees the meadery in this state, I'll be ruined.
I might be able to help.
Oh, really? And I don't suppose you just do it out of the kindness of your heart, would you? I hope you're not expecting to get paid until the job's done.
That's the only way I'll operate.
Well, that's not how I operate, so forget it.
Just pay me when the job's done.
My only demand is that these vermin are permanently eliminated before my reputation is completely destroyed.
How do I permanently clear the vermin?
I bought some poison. I was going to have my lazy, good-for-nothing assistant Malice handle it, but he seems to have vanished. If you plant this in the vermin's nest, it should stop them from ever coming back.
You got a deal.
Don't come back until every one of those things are dead. Now I've got to clean up this mess.
It's done this before. That's why I'm giving it time. There we are. See? Sometimes it'll randomly just do that thing. And you just gotta wait. By the way, can I just say that the goddess of love and compassion having a temple in Riften has to be just the biggest irony that has ever existed in this game. I've got the key. Yeah. These are skeevers that are getting so... Yeah. Anyway. Wow. Well, shoot. Skeevers with a bit of a boost. Oh my lord, and there's frostbite spiders and everything. I think this meadery may have other problems. Trap. And that was one too. I'm just fragrantly stepping over bear traps. What the heck? Who the heck is that? Drought of lock picking. 10 years of ridicule, 10 years of imprisonment, 10 years of exile. The children threw rocks and women spat upon me as the menfolk dragged me into Whiterun's prison. They branded me a danger to their pitiful existence, used words like madman and insane. Could a madman escape the prisons undetected? Could a lunatic establish a laboratory right under their noses? Could a psychopath create a mighty army of common skeever? My days as an apprentice alchemist in Winterhold were no better. Those egotistic braggarts couldn't compare with my abilities. Where they fell short, I'd constantly excel. Did they appreciate my genius? Did they relish my contributions? No, my instructors beat me and said I was irresponsible, and the Archmage casts me into the streets like a common beggar. As my enemy grows complacent and weak, as they forget Hammond and his utter brilliance, I rebuild my army. I use every bit of knowledge at my disposal to forge their demise. Thanks to Saburn's unwitting assistance, my legion grows stronger every day. The irony that the same ingredients used to make his vile drink could be used to feed my offspring isn't lost upon me. Oh, they will pay. Their ignorance of impending annihilation amuses me. I will bury Whiterun and watch Winterhold burn, and when they experience the fury I've unleashed upon them, when my progeny are gnawing the flesh from their bones, they will come begging and groveling at my feet. But there will be no mercy, no quarter, no leniency, and I will laugh, and I will dance, and I will rejoice over their mangled, broken corpses. The time for recompense has arrived. 10 years of pain, 10 years of misery, 10 years of death. I told you there was something else going on with this freaking meadery. Potion of healing, Magicka, necklace of deft hands, leave the rest of it on him. I've now poisoned the nest. So this was a guy that made a skeever army. So many bear traps. Okay. So that's why he was apparently making bad mead, is because it was feeding a skeever army. I love the funny things that Skyrim just does in the background sometimes. Just these side stories. Oh, what was the... Okay, there you are. Who reset the bear traps?
can't wait to see Sabjorn's...
I'm the commander of the guard here in White.
Was something we discussed unclear?
Job's finished.
Well, it's about time. I had to stall the captain until you were finished.
What about my pay?
You'll just have to wait until after the captain's finished. I suppose you can wait around if you must.
Well, Sabjorn, now that you've taken care of your little pest problem, how about I get a taste of some of your mead?
Help yourself, my lord. It's my finest brew yet. I call it Hunning Brew Reserve. I think you'll find it quite pleasing to your palate.
Oh, come now. This is mead, not some wine to be sipped and savored. By the 8. What's in this?
I don't know. What's wrong?
You assured me this place was clean. I'll see to it that you remain in irons for the rest of your days.
No, please. I don't understand.
Silence, idiot. I should have known better to trust this place after it's been riddled with filth.
I beg you, please. This is not what it seems.
You're in charge here until I can sort this all out.
It will be my pleasure.
And you're coming with me to Dragon's Reach. We'll see how quickly your memory clears the city's prisons. Now, move.
Look, I assure you this is all just a huge misunderstanding.
I said,
Oh
move.
dear.
Farewell, Sabjorn.
I would probably have my prisoner moving in front of me instead of behind me, but...
I don't think that could have gone any better. Anything else you need before you head back to Riften? Anything else you need before you head back to Riften?
I know, right? I need to get a look at Sabjorn's books.
So, Maven wants to hunt down Sabjorn's private partner, huh? You're welcome to take a look around Sabjorn's office. He keeps most of his papers stashed in his desk. Here, this should help.
You never mentioned that lunatic living in the tunnels.
I thought it would be better to leave some of the details out of our previous discussion. Didn't want to risk you walking away from the job. Besides, you've done Maven a favor getting rid of him, and saved me from wasting coin hiring someone else to do it later.
What are you going to do with this place?
Start changing it over to the Blackbriar Meadery West as soon as possible. That was Maven's part of the deal. She's put me in charge of keeping the mead flowing, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. If you're in the area, and you ever need anything fenced, you just let me know. Remember to put in a good word with Maven for me.
Private office. Sabjorn. Within the enclosed note, you'll find the final payment. As we discussed, Hunting Brew Meadery should now begin brewing mead at full production. In regards to your concern about interference from Maven Blackbriar, I can assure you that I'll do everything in my power to keep her assets and her cronies at bay. This is the beginning of a long and successful future for both of us. Who's this person? There's something extra going on here.
Yes, yes, I haven't got all day.
I trust you have good news for me?
Job's finished. Here's the information you requested.
This doesn't tell me much. The only thing that could identify Sabjorn's partner is this odd little symbol.
Yes, I've seen that symbol before.
Well, whoever this mysterious marking represents, they'll regret starting a war with me. You should bring this information to the Thieves Guild immediately. There's also the matter of your payment. I believe you'll find this more than adequate for your services.
Ooh. Interesting.
I believe we're done.
1 hour left, guys, for the first Thursday night stream. Come on.
Well met, friend. How can I help you?
Oh, because those two have to be together, he had to run in order to...
Stay alive.
Gotcha. Also realized I totally did not change my stream title whenever I went live today. Anyway. Bit too late for that now. Here's the training room.
Word on the street is that poor Sabjorn has found himself in Whiterun's prison. How unfortunate.
Yet very
for him.
fortunate for Maven.
Exactly. Now you're beginning to see how our little system works. Maven sent word that you discovered something else while you were out there. Something important to the guild?
The same symbol from Golden Glow was involved.
Then this is beyond coincidence. First Arangoth, and now Sabjorn. Someone's trying to take us down by driving a wedge between Maven and the guild.
Is there anything we can do?
Mercer thinks he knows a way to identify this new thorn in our side. He wants to meet with you right away. And if I were you, I'd hurry. I've never seen him this angry before.
Ah, there you are. I've consulted my contacts regarding the information you recovered from Golden Glow Estate, but no one can identify that
I found
symbol.
the same marking at Honningbrew Meadery.
It would seem our adversary is attempting to take us apart indirectly by angering Maven Blackbriar. Very
Indeed.
clever.
You admire them?
They're well funded, and they've been able to avoid identification for years. I'm impressed it reached this point. Just don't mistake my admiration for complacency. Our nemesis is going to pay dearly.
How can we make them pay?
Because even after all their posturing and planning, they've made a mistake. The parchment you recovered mentions a Godjal lie. According to my sources, that's an old alias used by one of our contacts. His real name is Gullumai. Sly bastard.
Where do I begin?
Gullumai is our inside man at the East Empire Company in Solitude. I'm betting he acted as a go-between for the sale of Golden Glow Estate and that he can finger our buyer. Get out there, shake him down, see what you come up with. Talk to Brynjolf before you leave if you have any questions.
Always find out all information you can before going on something. Oh, where's he popped off to? There he is.
I can't believe Gullumai's mixed up in all this. That Argonian couldn't find his tail with both hands. Don't get me wrong. He could scam a beggar out of his last septim. But he's no mastermind.
Think he'll give me trouble?
Trouble? He's one of the most stubborn lizards I've ever met. You have your work cut out for you.
So, how do I get him to talk?
You're going to have to buy him off. It's the only way to get his attention. If that fails, follow him and see what he's up to. If I know Gullumai, he's in way over his head, and you'll be able to use it as leverage.
Betrayal or not, I'll let him live.
I'm glad to see you're embracing our methods. It would be a waste to lose a contact at the East Empire Company before we had the entire story. Just keep on Gullumai's tail, and he's bound to step into something he can't scrape off his boot.
If I get the information from him, what then?
Just head right back to the guild and get the information to Mercer. Nothing else is more important. If you discover Gullumai's holding out on us and has more loot stashed away than he claims, we'd find that information quite valuable as well.
East Empire Company? Who are they?
A mercantile group that has established ports all over Tamriel. They pretty much dominate the whole shipping industry. The Emperor himself supposedly backs them, which means they have fairly unlimited resources, so don't get their feathers in a ruffle.
How is Gullumai an asset to the guild?
Gullumai works in the East Empire Company warehouse. He helps maintain all of the shipments of goods that goes in and out of Solitude. That means he has the pick of the litter from some of the finest goods to grace Skyrim's shores. He isn't exactly in the guild, but he pays us a cut of all the stuff he lifts from the warehouse. Good luck in Solitude. Keep Gullumai alive, but remind him who we are.
The ends of that scroll totally look like the end of a sonic screwdriver. Just saying. I've got enough of them behind me to where I can make that remark.
Being old's not so bad. Daughter keeps me fed. My working days are done.
It's one way to look at it.
I'm a little busy at the moment. I've got all sorts of errands to run.
They always gotta assume that I want to talk to them, huh?
So, what do we have here? Let me
I'm here about
guess.
Golden.
By your scent, I'd say you were from the guild. But that can't be true, because I told Mercer I wouldn't deal with them anymore.
I'm here about Golden Glow Estate.
I don't deal in land or property. Now, if you're looking for goods, you've come to the right person.
You can drop the act now. Told you a lie.
Oh, wait. Did you say Golden Glow Estate? My apologies. I'm sorry to say I know very little about that bee farm, was it?
You acted as a broker for its new owner.
Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I can't be expected to remember every deal I handle.
Identify the buyer and we'll forget what we know.
I don't care what you promise. If I tell you the buyer's name and word gets around, it can ruin me.
What would it take to identify the buyer?
Well, now that you mention it, there is something I've been trying to get my hands on. I have a buyer looking for a case of firebrand wine. There just so happens to be a single case in the Blue Palace.
The Blue
Bring it to me,
friggin'
and
Palace?
We'll talk about Golden Glow Estate.
Oh, jeez. Okay, fine. I'm trusted there, so.
Papa says I won't see Rob here anymore.
I've got to rob the ever-loving palace. Fantastic. It just feels like this just gets deeper and deeper and deeper. Yeah. I'll definitely get to practice my sneaking.
I used to be an adventurer like you.
Greatest hits. That's one end of the field. No, I'm headed the right way, I think. Yeah, this is the Blue Palace. I'm technically allowed to walk around inside the place, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm totally in the wrong room. Oh. Oh, is that it? Yeah, I did, didn't I? That's just how sneaky I am.
Sibyl Stentor has a grasp of magical theory that I would never have expected from a human, even a Breton.
What is he sitting there for, by the way? It's the middle of the night and he's sitting in the lobby of the... whatever.
Try to hide your and so do the other gods.
Got lots of things to take care of. What do you need?
to yourself.
Being old's not so bad.
It's true, because if you're sneaking around, that's whenever you can activate pickpocket, so guards would naturally assume.
I'm too old to work. That don't make me too old to drink.
Ah, I see you have the wine. Hand it over, and we'll
Have
talk.
the firebrand wine?
Good. Can't have the buyer getting impatient and looking elsewhere for this, can we? Here, take this. I certainly can't use it, but I suppose I need to pay you something for the goods.
You're trying to bribe me now?
Not at all. I consider it an investment in prolonging my life. As far as Golden Glow Estate goes, I'll tell you what I know. I was approached by a woman who wanted me to act as the broker for something big. She flashed a bag of gold in my face and said all I had to do was pay Arangoth for the estate. I brought in the coin and walked away with her copy of the deed.
Did she say why she was doing this?
Not at all. I tend not to ask too many questions when I'm on the job. I'm sure you understand. However, I did notice she was quite angry, and it was being directed at Mercer Frey.
That's it? No name or anything?
In this business, we rarely deal in names. Our identity comes from how much coin we carry.
I think you're lying to me.
Look, that's all I know. I never promised you I'd have all the answers. Now, since our transaction is done, I'll be on my way.
I tell you, the Dragonborn comes with a voice wielding power of the ancient Nord art. Believe.
Being old's not so bad. Daughter keeps me fed.
This time of night, shadowing's a bit easier.
What is it, Khajiit?
Could you be louder? Shh. So far, we're following him back to where he works. Gonna level up again just on thief skills.
Ha! Found you!
I love how in the stealth missions they are intentionally putting
Must be my imagination. What was that?
Yep, definitely would have never found that door without following him.
Is someone there? Over here! Over here! It's nothing!
What was that?
I've seriously done it on pretty much thief skills. That's gorgeous.
Is someone there?
What are you
We're routed. Fall back.
Really?
Now there's no need to do anything rash. This isn't as bad as it seems. I was gonna tell Mercer about everything, honestly. Please, he'll have me killed.
Mercer doesn't have to know.
I see you wish to be reasonable. Perhaps I misjudged you. The name of the person you want is Carlia.
You say that name like I should know it.
Mercer never told you about her? Carlia is the thief responsible for murdering the previous guildmaster, Gallus. Now she's after Mercer.
And you're helping her?
Help? No, no. Look, I didn't even know it was her until after she contacted me. Please, you have to believe me.
Where is Clara now?
I don't know. When I asked her where she was going, she just muttered, where the end began. Here, take the Golden Glow estate deed as proof. And when you speak to Mercer, tell him I'm worth more to him alive.
Swear I'll kill you.
You needed to know more? You needed to know more?
Why did Clara purchase Golden Glow Estate?
I asked her the same thing, and she wouldn't come out and tell me. But now that I know who she is, I'd say she's trying to hit the Thieves Guild where it hurts.
How would that hurt the guild?
Maven Blackbriar needs Golden Glow's honey for her mead. She's been using the guild to keep the estate under her thumb. If the owner cuts the guild out of the picture, he's cutting Maven out of the picture, which she can't afford. If I was Maven, I'd blame the guild for weakening and not being able to handle the place.
Which makes Maven lose faith in us.
Exactly. For the guild to survive, they need Maven's support. This Carlia must have spent a lot of time and resources planning this.
I'm keeping the deed. Any objections?
Consider it a gift to ensure your silence. That thing seems to be bringing me nothing but trouble anyway. Carlia didn't even want it. She wanted to keep the sale a secret. I could see how well that went.
I'll keep quiet about your scam, but you owe me.
Now you're speaking my language. Tell you what, if you need any stolen goods fenced, you bring them to me.
I'm getting a
and I'll
fencer
pay
in
you
each
good money
town,
for
aren't
it.
I? This is nice.
Consider me your new friend in the north.
I like this.
Now you won't forget to tell Mercer I cooperated.
Or at least a new fencer in each area. I just need to get out of here. Yeah, this is the same area that I went through. Yeah, I gathered Wabbit. Because there was the one over there that I got. Yeah, there's one. Oh, there we are. That's what those three did. They opened that. I knew there was a shortcut coming from there somewhere. Whoa, yeah, there's that. Easy, big boy. We don't want any trouble. No trouble. Just going through. That's it. Love how you totally could have stumbled upon that if you wanted to. Although, actually, without that secret passage, all it would have been a place with walruses inside of it. Let's return to Mercer. And we're probably going to wrap it up for the night, because I doubt that anything else. Oh, Horkers. Okay, so that's what they are. I didn't take the time to fight them, obviously, so they look like freaking walruses to me. Which is the point. They're probably walrus equivalents, right? But yeah, Horkers. Okay. I didn't know what a Horker looked like, actually, so. Or did I? Let me think. Have I fought a Horker in any other Elder Scrolls game and I've just forgotten? I'm not sure, to be honest. It's not like there was ever a big boss Horker. I say that without knowing that, so there's no real confirmation of me knowing if there was ever a boss Horker or not. I'd heard the name Horker. I'd just never, well, seen one face to face. Let's put it that way.
If you need marksman training, and you've got
Did Gullumai give up any information on our buyer?
He said Golden Glow was purchased by Carlia.
No, it can't be. I haven't heard that name in decades. This is grave news indeed. She's someone I hope to never cross paths with again.
Gullumai told me she was a murderer.
Carlia destroyed everything this guild stood for. She murdered my predecessor in cold blood and betrayed the guild. After we discovered what she'd done, we spent months trying to track her down, but she just vanished.
Why has she returned?
Carlia and I were like partners. I went with her on every heist. We watched each other's backs. I know her techniques, her skills. If she kills me, there'll be no one left that could possibly catch her. If only we knew where she was.
Gullumai told me she said where the end began.
There's only one place that could be. The place where she murdered Gallus. A ruin called Snowvale Sanctum. We have to go out there before she disappears again.
We?
Yes, I'm going with you, and together we're going to kill her. Here's your payment for solitude. Prepare yourself and meet me at the ruins as soon as you can. We can't let her slip through our fingers. Quickly, what do you want?
Tell me about Coraline.
She was a stubborn Dunmer. Always had to do everything her way. But she was also the best, bringing in more coin a month than some thieves heist in a year. Gallus trusted her too much and let her get too close.
So they had a relationship?
If you want to call it that, yes. Me? I think she was softening him for the kill. Gallus would call her his little nightingale. He was absolutely smitten by her.
Why'd she kill him?
Greed? Jealousy? Spite? Who can say what drove her to such an iniquitous act? One thing's certain, I intend to find out before she draws her last breath.
Isn't murder Dark Brotherhood territory?
I have a long-standing arrangement with the Dark Brotherhood. If I need someone in the guild taken care of, we do it ourselves. We both agree it's best to keep these matters in-house.
Okay.
When you're ready, meet me at Snowvale Sanctum.
And we will be ready next week to do that very thing. But until then, for the video on demand, people, if you want to follow all of our other Let's Plays on demand, stuff like that, head on over to tscn.tv/play. That'll find you all the ways of doing that. And if you want to watch these live, then now I know, another cliffhanger, right, Wabbit? We seem to be making those perfectly. It's just, it's starting to work. We're getting story going on around here. If you want to find all of those, like I said, tscn.tv/play. And if you want to watch these live, then you can do so by joining us over at twitch.tv/tscnsam and joining us at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So, until next time, play on, and see you guys. Meanwhile, those of you that have joined me